on?
Yeah.
I'll pull this out so we can show the full links for my speech. I practice this speech every day. It's really good.
Okay.
Every day.
All right.
Don't forget to tell them why they need a wet.
Exactly. Exactly. Why you don't fire it first.
Yes. I don't want to hear the whys. I always like to hear the people's
Exactly. So who am I explaining this to? Are we just taking a video?
whys. Normally it goes to the guy who runs the restaurant.
Yes,
He's
yes.
not there.
It is.
Oh,
Just,
it's
tell it to
for
me,
you.
yeah.
Okay, so this is your SFA 300 by 2.
Yeah.
What fire suppression system. So the way that the system works, there's two ways. The first way is through this fusible link that is just right under here. It's inside this bracket. What happens is that at 360 degrees or 500 degrees, depending on the type of the bracket, the link will separate because it's soldered. So say you're having a fryer, all of a sudden you get a flare, the link will separate, that'll trigger off the system. At the time that the system is triggered, what will happen is that the nitrogen gas will flow through the tanks, pushing the wet suppression liquid out and shutting down the gas, the electrical, and also putting the bell into alarm so that you will know that the system has gone off and that the system is working. Now, the second way that you activate your fire suppression system is through the manual pull station. Now, when you go for a fire, you need the fire system to be activated, and you need to use this pull station.
Right.
Never, ever turn your back away from the fire. Always just walk so that you can see it. Because hey, if the fire gets out of control and you're facing the opposite direction, you're not going to know that, and you put yourself at risk. So what you do is you come over here, you still see the fire, you still see the suppression system, you still see your hood, you pull this towards you and it'll activate the suppression system. This brake rod will fall apart, and that's the last way that the system is activated. Now, this silver extinguisher here, this is your K class. It's a wet chemical suppression system basically. It's the same liquid as the MSLX inside the fire suppression tanks that we have. Now the reason why you have this is because it's specifically for fryers. Now, because you have an electrical outlet underneath the hood, never use this K class first. The reason why is because there is electrical connection here, and because it is a wet chemical. If you spray a wet chemical at electrical, you will electrocute yourself. That's counterproductive to the fire.
Yeah.
And also, it's more of a means as a regress for yourself. This is just in case there's grease on the floor, it's on fire, you spray that, and then you see your 5-pound ABC, your red extinguisher, and you use that as a means of egress for yourself so that you can actually get out of the building. Now, when you use, say you have to use your K class, and then you have to grab your 5-pound ABC, you can't spray the liquid, you can't mix and match the two different chemicals because they do two different things. So this is meant just for grease fire. Your 5-pound ABCs are usually just for flames, flames, wood, trash, any sort of garbage that would actually catch fire. So that's how the system works. Any questions so far?
I'm good for now.
All right.
Perfect explanation.
Yeah, thank you. And like I said, I practice every day. I practice the speech every day.
So, one other thing for you.
Yeah.
Is because the other reason that you use that first is not just the electric.
Yeah.
The other issue is that will only suppress the fire for a certain period of time.
Exactly.
It's still heated.
Yeah.
The fire will come back at you. So
Exactly.
the only way to stop it from being heated is to shut off the gas.
Shut off the gas.
So you
That's
gotta-
why you
you
use
gotta let it
your
cool.
class K will only go for about 45 seconds.
Right.
So that's that. So you see that there's a fire.
Yeah. It's constant boiling. That's why.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, let's get this puppy going before we
Yeah.
get that
Yeah,
boiling.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
see
So this is for you, so that you can show it. So you can
Yeah.
show them that it works. So
Yes.
you see a fire. Here's your pull station.
Right.
Right. That's all you.
It's all me.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
Good.
So okay if I just reset this in a second? Well, after, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so the reason I want to know
Yeah.
that the breaker for that is identified on the panel is
Okay.
when this goes off, if it goes off, hopefully it never goes off, you can't do anything about it until these guys show up. That bill is going to drive you bonkers. So, if in the approved fire safety plan you have an approved method, then if this was ever to ever happen, and people are back in after the fire, and firefighters have said, okay, it's clear you can go back in now, and you're trying to clean up the floor and things before these guys might be able to arrive, it would be nice if you knew how to shut that bell off.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
so it's just a nice to have.
Right.
Otherwise, that sounds until whoever you hired to
Right.
reset the system comes in and resets the system.
And you can't loosen the bolt on it. That's not an approved way of shutting the valve down.
And again, if you don't discuss it in the fire safety plan, you can't do it.
Right, right, right.
So you have to have that approved procedure in place. And obviously it won't work if you have to start putting breakers on and off down 5 corners on the
Okay.
So, Russian sea pass.
Oh, right.
Perfect.
And